come up with some comments for Steph, please. Yes, Jermaine.
I've always asked, like, how easy is it going to be to get permission from these lot?
Oh, they've already sent me the song.
Oh, so they said yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
They're from America, aren't they?
No, they're from East London.
Are these the ones that have the different flavours?
Huh?
Honey flavour,
Full
something else flavour.
No, they're from South East London.
Okay.
So.
That's good.
It's very good.
Oh, you said you're going to use like locations outside and like.
Yeah.
Are you going to use the studio?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe the screen thing in the media.
But make it clearly as a so they're in a studio, not a music studio like Dev Path, but just a studio.
Yeah.
You wouldn't green screen it, or you would green screen it.
I would green screen it.
Okay. So then you need to think about really on this location. It's quite like this idea because what they tried to do, we were talking about this earlier on. Take a band like Girls Aloud. They tried to give them all a different persona. So the blonde one's supposed to be like a party girl. The red-haired one's supposed to be like a girl next door. So they're trying to give them different characteristics, so you need to do that through the settings that you put them in. So obviously one might be in like a bar, but another one might be like, I don't know, stroking a cat or something, I don't know, or whatever. So that's something you've got to think about, how you're going to try and get those different characters. Because I think that could make it quite an interesting video, because if you've got how they've all been hurt by people but in different ways going on as a narrative, but there might be too much going on. If you've got them singing in different locations, then them doing the narrative, 4 different narratives in locations, you might want to have a narrative being done by separate people altogether. It might work better. Liam? Stop with the Lego. Any other questions for Steph or any comments? What do we think about magazine and DVD cover ideas?
I think it's quite cool because no one else really used pink and like silver.
Yeah, I think for that sort of
colour scheme.
Yeah, for that target audience, that's quite a popular. And you can make that look quite sophisticated, I think, with the shadows.
Some people think it's too popular to use, but not a lot of people do actually have pink like album covers, so it's a pretty good idea.
I think one of the strengths of Steph's idea is the fact that she's clearly thought quite a lot about her target audience, and this idea about you wouldn't represent them in an overly sexual way. If you look at something like the Saturdays, they've come from S Club Juniors, 2 of them were in that, weren't they? God, I'm so down with the kids. 2 of them came from there, so they're coming from still quite a teeny pop type persona. You want them to have something where people think, well, I'd like to be a bit like that, but you don't want that slutty Christina Aguilera in Naughty or whatever it is. What's it, Dirty? That's it. You don't want that sort of look, because you're trying to sell it to a younger audience, which wants to be parent friendly because they're the ones buying the CDs or whatever for them. So I think some good ideas, Lester. Thank you very much. Okay, Sharon, you're next.
Because I need to get my